Hi, and welcome to Animals 2 by 2 Goldfish and Guppies. Today is day 1 of our 5-day lesson on goldfish and guppies. This week's going to be a little different with our objectives for the week, or our lessons each day for the week will be you guys will be able to identify that fish have identifiable structures, basic needs, how they change their environment. You'll be able to identify fish behavior is influenced by the conditions in the environment, and what kind of fish have unique structures and behavior. By the end of this week, I really want you guys to be able to tell me that you are aware of different kinds of fish that have similar structures and behavior. You're going to be able to identify that all animals deserve and respect gentle care. You guys are going to know that animals come in many sizes and live in many different places. You'll recognize that you can learn about animals by looking at them closely. I'm hoping that you guys will develop a growing curiosity and interest in the living world around you. Be able to make observations about this natural world and know that there are descriptors collecting and using these 5 senses that we use to identify these things, such as using our 5 senses for and with tools and making careful observations to describe objects in terms of number, shape, texture, size, weight, color, motion, and compare your observations with others. By the end of the week, I'm hoping that you're raising those questions about the natural world, using appropriate reference material, and support your understanding to obtain basic information. Identify the source. Connect both individual and team investigations. That means if you guys are watching together, you can work together in a team. And, use some free exploration and systematic investigation and just generate those appropriate explanations based on those explorations. So that means what you find out, you're going to be able to explain. All right, so this week, what you're going to need is paper handouts. You should have received them today. If not, or you were unable to get your handouts, just have a piece of paper handy. It'll be perfectly acceptable to do that. You should have gotten 3 pages if you did receive them, page 4, 7, and 9. We're going to use these on different days this week. Pencils, crayons, papers if you want to take notes or draw pictures about what you've learned, and our book that you got last week, 2 by 2. We're going to go over some more of that this week. So some vocabulary that we're going to be learning throughout the week is going to be goldfish, guppies, aquarium, fin, tail, gills, behavior, identifiable, unique, species. I do have the terms listed here, but we will be going over them throughout the week as we come across them, along with many other words that I'm sure you guys will pick up great on. Okay, so this week we're going to be doing an investigation of goldfish and guppies. We're going to dive into their world, discovering about their body parts, their needs, and even about their environment. So we're just going to be learning all kinds of things about guppies and goldfish and how they are similar but not. Okay, so I'm going to give you some information to get us started for this week. So that's really what we're going to be concentrating on today, is just getting that background knowledge that you're going to need to be following along for the rest of the week. And we can start some of that investigation tomorrow. But right now, I really want you guys to be thinking about this background. So most evolutionary biologists think that life on Earth began in ancient seas. Some organisms evolved to take up life on land. Others found the aquatic environment totally suitable for life. The thousands of kinds of fish are examples of animals that, with few exceptions, are adapted for life in the water and no place else. Many organisms are known by common names. Those names include the word fish, but are not true fish. Jellyfish, starfish, motley horde, they're all known collectively as shellfish and are biologically quite different from fish that are most familiar to young kids. Bony fish have backbones. placing them in the subphylum of animals that have vertebrae. Unlike other vertebrates, however, fish live and breathe only underwater. It may appear that fish in an aquarium are gasping for breath all the time, but in all actuality, it's filling its mouth and throat with water and then forcing the trapped water out through the gill openings on each side, just past the head. Blood passing through the gills absorbs oxygen dissolved in the water and circulates it to tissues throughout the body. Fish assume the temperature of their surroundings. Oh, temperature, that was a vocabulary word from last week. And they make them ectothermic. Fish have been around for more than 300 million years. And there are more kinds of fish than all other kinds of vertebrates put together. In fact, 3 out of every 4 vertebrates are fish. The bony fish comprise trout, catfish, tuna, cod, goldfish, and thousands of others. Add to these fish, sharks, and rays, and you have accounted for most of the fish that are living today. Some 30,000 species of fish swim the seas, lakes, and streams of the world, exhibiting a staggering variety of sizes, shapes, and habits. One of the smallest fish is the tiny goby found in the Philippines, less than half the size of a typical guppy. And the largest fish is the whale shark, a gentle plodding giant, around 25 tons. The typical bony fish is streamlined to move through water and equipped with a predictable array of structures. 2 lidless eyes mounted on the sides of its head, 2 nostrils for sensing the environment through smell, and a mouth in front with several rows of teeth. The teeth are used primarily for grasping prey, which is usually swallowed whole rather than for ripping or chewing. Just behind the head are 2 bony gills covers that can open and close, and 2 pairs of fins, a dorsal, a back fin, an anal fin, and a tail fin around the complement of fins. Along each side of the fin runs a curved line that starts just above the gill cover and ends at the tail. This lateral line contains sensory organs that detect changes in pressure in the fish's environment. We'll go over that more this week and in more detail. But with 30,000 members in the fish clan, you might expect to find some extreme appearances and behavior. Some fish live part of their life in freshwater and part in salt. This is an incredible feat, but trout, salmon, striped bass, shad, and others do it. Flying fish actually take to the air and glide on oversized fins to evade predators. Electric eels pack an electric jolt that can stun a person at a considerable distance, and other fish can produce light. Some fish can barely swim, preferring instead to walk around on the bottom of the sea on their fins. Because fish are so varied in form, coloration, and behavior, they are favorite animals of hobbyists. Exotic and colorful tropical fish are dazzling, but even the most familiar aquarium fish provides hours of pleasure and countless learning opportunities. This is why we're hoping that it piques your interest in goldfish and guppies and hopefully will evolve into a desire for anglefish and swordfish as you mature and their curiosity about aquariums develops. All right, so I want you guys to stay tuned. Tomorrow on Lesson 2, we're going to investigate the parts of a goldfish. Be sure to have your page 4 ready, along with some pencils or crayons, or if you don't have your page, just some clean paper to draw on. And we're going to do more of a hands-on coloring and talking about it and seeing how we can show the parts of that goldfish. Thanks, guys. Hope to see you tomorrow.